Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. My son collapsed at my feet without a sound. Blood soaked his collar. His left arm bent wrong like it had forgotten what bones were for. The room didn't go quiet because the bass was silent. It went quiet because 40 men stopped breathing at the same time. "Dad," he said. His face barely moved. When I was already gone. "Mom's new husband did this. His police friend said they'd kill me if I told you." I looked at the men in front of me. Men I trained to break others without raising their pulse. Men who understood restraint better than mercy. Who wants to help my son? Every hand went up. I gave them one address. No more words were needed. I didn't always live like this. Once I came home on weekends. I grilled chicken. I believed loyalty was a given, not a liability. My wife used to stand in the doorway and watch me cook, smiling, the kind of smile that meant she felt safe. We built something quiet. Or I thought we did. Then I deployed for 9 months. When I came back, the house smelled different. The laughter stopped when I walked in. She hugged me like she was checking a box. That's when I learned to listen without reacting. Patterns before proof. Late nights explained by overtime. Her phone always face down. A new respect for cops she'd never had before. When she said his name the first time, it slipped out, casual, practiced. I didn't confront her. I watched. I logged. I waited. 3 weeks later the message came. Not to me, to him. She left the tablet on the counter while she showered. "He's gone again. I wish you were here instead." I didn't feel anger. I felt clarity. The divorce was quick. She already had her exit lined up. He showed up at mediation in uniform, chest out, badge shining, offered his hand. I let it hang until he pulled it back, embarrassed. He smiled at my son like he'd won something. That's when I memorized his face. After that, my son stayed with me whenever I was stateside. We didn't talk much. But he trained. Discipline gave him balance. Strength gave him silence. Then he stopped answering his phone. He showed up at the base at 0400, limping through the gate like he'd been dumped from a moving car. The guards didn't recognize him. I did. Even with half his face broken. An alley behind a bar. Police jurisdiction. No cameras. Hands in boots. And the warning. "Your dad doesn't scare us." They misunderstood what fear looks like when it's quiet. I didn't call lawyers. Not yet. Called favors, old ones. The kind that don't expire. We didn't touch my ex. She was already empty. We focused on the man who hid behind a badge. And the men who believed it protected them. No footage. No witnesses. No mercy. But no bodies either. Broken systems talk louder than dead men. The first night, a patrol car stalled on the highway. Electrical failure. The officer panicked when the engine died and the doors locked. 2 days later he resigned. PTSD. Early retirement. The second night, Internal Affairs received an anonymous package. Documents, recordings, patterns. Enough to crack the spine of the precinct. Men started calling in sick. Then injured. Then gone. No one could prove anything. They only knew someone was already inside. By midweek the husband stopped smiling. Stopped sleeping. Stopped wearing his uniform. The badge stayed in a drawer like it was radioactive. I visited him on Friday. No warning. Just a knock. He opened the door and flinched when he saw me. His eyes went to my hands. They always do. "I didn't touch your kid," he said, too fast. I stepped inside without asking. The room smelled like fear and cheap whiskey. "You didn't stop it," I said. "That's worse." He talked about stress. Brotherhood. How things get out of hand. I let him talk. When he finished, I told him what I'd already done. Not details, results. 14 resignations. 8 hospital beds. 6 men who wouldn't answer their phones anymore. His knees buckled. He sat. "You think this is over?" I said. "It isn't." I slid a folder across the table. Civil suits. Federal inquiries. Evidence designed to surface slowly, painfully, publicly. "My son will heal," I said. "You won't." I stood. He didn't follow. A week later the precinct was hollow. Leadership gutted. Careers ended. The husband disappeared into a town where no one knew his name. My ex called once crying, asking what I'd done. I didn't answer. My son's arm healed crooked. He says it reminds him of what matters. He trains again, slower, smarter, watching. Sometimes I stand in front of a class and think about restraint, about how power is loud only when it's weak. Justice doesn't need witnesses. It needs patience. I didn't destroy a man. I removed the illusion that he was untouchable. That was enough.